pitch. He's alone, only one defender behind him. He's driving towards the pitch. Unbelievable. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And women standing on the pitch.
You're tapped in. No copy. Okay.
We are you. 30 years in the future. We are fighting a war. Our enemy is not human. And we are losing. In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us. We need you. Our fathers, mothers, and grandparents. We need you to fight beside us if we stand a chance at winning this war.
This is a joke.
You are our last hope.
Follow along with me as I process some thoughts. Y'all remember this movie I mentioned in one of my videos yesterday? In the very beginning of the movie, everybody's at this big, huge soccer tournament. I don't remember if it was like a World Cup or what, but all eyes all over the world were on this particular soccer cup. Everybody was celebrating, and so everybody's phones were watching, everybody's television sets were tuned in, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of the soccer game, this portal opens up, and people from the future come forward, and they tell the world that they need help. I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. Jesus tells us exactly what to look for in the end to know that his coming is near. And he mentions as in the days of Noah, but also in Luke he mentions as in the days of Lot. And their sins grew increasingly wicked, and their thoughts were only evil continually. What was the main sin listed in both cases, in both scenarios? It was sexual perversion. In both Lot and Noah's story, we can see that the people continued to grow more and more wicked, and it was their pride that prevented them from repenting. But then, of course, after Noah's flood, a bow was set in the clouds to remind us of the covenant, remind God of his promise to never flood the earth again. So if we know that it will be as in the days of Noah and as in the days of Lot when the end comes, we can see that there are three major things that are going to give us hints and clues that we're very close to, including the ones that Jesus lists. Of course, we know sexual perversion and wickedness. Number 2, the rainbow, but distorted. And number 3, pride and repentance. And I got to thinking, tomorrow is June. And what is celebrated all across the world, especially in this country, in June? I can't help but think pride comes before destruction. It'll be interesting to see what next month holds. But then somebody else brought this to my attention. Apparently this is being built for the UFC fight on the Washington, like the front lawn of the White House. Does that look familiar to anybody? Nah, it couldn't be that. We all know that the FIFA Soccer World Cup will begin on June the 11th. You know what I was thinking as I was looking at that date? June, if you turn the 6th over, invert it, and it looks like 9/11 backwards. Anyway, just was thinking about all of these things at once today. And that all of this is happening in June. This is just crazy. It's like everything's colliding at once. But then I also again went back to thinking about the movie Tomorrow War. I know that I'm probably just rambling and thinking out loud, but it's just interesting, all these puzzle pieces that are coming up starting tomorrow, June 1st. And here's what I will say, because somebody asked me the other day, how do we keep our lamps filled? And I've noticed a lot of people, especially strong Christians even, have been feeling very weary in their spirits. And that's one of the ways that you know that your oil in your lamp is getting depleted. So don't let anything that happens in these coming weeks, days, whatever, distract you. Keep oil in your lamps. And how do you do that? You spend time in His Word. You surround yourself with a body of believers that are encouraging you. Go to Church with No Walls on Strength Ministries YouTube page on Sunday and Wednesday. He does a fabulous job bringing believers together and encouraging one another. Listen to praise and worship music. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let anything take your joy or your hope or the promise of His coming. I believe a coming event, something where everybody's phones will be turned on. Maybe it'll be an alert broadcast. Maybe it'll be during a very large event where so many people are tuned in and watching. And they're going to present some kind of solution. I believe it'll be after we are gone. And they'll have all the answers, and they'll present themselves as a hero. But nobody is going to save you. The only trust that we have is to put it in Jesus Christ. And if you do not know Him, I suggest you get a relationship with Him today, because we are not promised tomorrow.